thrift business is very, very profitable.
Omo Okwevi. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes. Just one day, poverty starts me down. That was the inspiration. I was broke. Number one stereotype Nigerians and mostly everybody always have about thrifting is it's for poor people.
I'm at Omo the Edo chick.
I'm the only Omo the Edo chick.
Okay.
Hello my people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Omo the Edo Chick once again. So today, for people that have been asking me, oh Omo, how did you start this business? What is your passion? All those questions are in this video. A friend of mine, she's a radio presenter, and she invited me to speak on a show and talk to people about thrifting. So this I decided to record the session and put it up on my YouTube channel for my other YouTube viewers to listen and learn from the other things I spoke to people about. Yeah, so enjoy.
Trust me, she's been in it for years, for over 5 years actually, that she has been doing this thrifting business and has made quite some money for herself in a particular business. I'm talking of Omo Okwevi. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes. Okwevi.
Yeah. So she's a journalist, a content creator, a thrift entrepreneur of over 5 years. She runs a thrift store called 300 Thrift Store. All right, it's an online store that she runs, and she's been in it for 5 years. So I'm sure she has had quite a number of experiences to actually share with us on the show today.
Yes, thank you for having me here. I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, and I'm so glad as well that you were able to make it down here. Yes, years, 5 years.
Yeah.
Yes, I've known her over 5 years as well. So
yeah.
Whatever she's saying, I can actually testify to, because I have seen her do it effortlessly. But sometimes something may look beautiful. You want to. Sometimes there's struggles at the back. All right, so that's what she'll also be sharing. The wins, the challenges, and everything in between. The thrifting business is what she'll be sharing with us today. So Omo, let's get right into it.
Okay, 300 Thrift Store is actually a store, like it's properly, thrifting is probably known as Okrika in Nigeria. So it's a store where I sell second-hand clothing, female clothing especially, trousers, top, blazers, all sorts of like clothing, second-hand, and I personally shop for them in different thrift markets in Lagos. So that's what I do. And the inspiration, actually, I don't think I was, how will I put it, I think just one day poverty starts me down. That was the inspiration. I was broke.
Wow.
I was a year 2 student, and we were doing like our internship. So a friend of mine took me to Katangwa Market. It's a popular market in Lagos. So I went to Katangwa Market to buy clothes during my IT, and when I got back from my IT and I was about to resume school for second year, so I was like, that day I was with 2,000 naira, because I started this business with just 2,000 naira only.
Wow.
Yes, 2,000 naira was my weekly allowance my mom used to give me, and that 2,000 naira was not enough. So I was like, okay, how can I multiply this 2,000 naira? So I was like, okay, let me go to the market to get some tops and see if I could sell them. So I went to this market, because you can get tops as low as 100 naira, 200 naira. So I was like, okay, I got some tops for 100 naira, and I came to school the next day to sell them for around 200, 250 to my classmates. So after a week, I sold them, and I was like, okay, I've gotten some change with me for the week.
So sorry to cut you off. The 2,000 naira now, how much did you make with that?
I think I made twice. I think I made like around 4,000, 5,000 naira. Yes.
2,000.
Yes. So the following week, my classmates were like, Omo, did you bring clothes today? I was like, you guys want me to bring clothes? Okay. So that was how it just started. I just went to the market from my class. Then the next class asked that, are you only selling to only your classmates? From there, I started selling to second class. I started going to other classes around the school. Sometimes I used to go to Unilag also to sell clothes. So that was how it started.
All right. So you've stated that you started with 2,000 naira, and made double of that particular 2,000 naira, like 4,000 naira.
Yeah.
And then you from there you kept on and you went back to the market to get. So how was the sourcing for the clothes like? What market do you go? Is it just one market you go to? How is the sourcing process like?
Well, I actually go to Katangwa market. It's one of the biggest thrift markets in Lagos, in Lagos. Let me say Lagos. Yes. So that's where I source for my clothes. Sometimes I go to Aswani market also. Aswani market is like a Tuesday market. It's around Oshodi area.
Right.
So I go there sometimes. But mainly I go to Katangwa market. Yeah, Aswani sometimes, Katangwa market. So yeah, that's where I source for the clothes.
All right. So in terms of marketing now, how did you go about it? What kind of advertising do you do? Or for somebody who's starting now, what kind of advertising can such person do?
Okay, so when I started first and I branched into online selling, it was hard for me because of I was like, oh, how am I going to get customers? How am I going to get people to buy? Because when you post, it's just only your friends that will see it. Yeah. So I took classes on how to create ads on Facebook using Instagram, and it helped me. So when you sell online, you have to know how to create ads, because of these ads are the ones that are going to reach other people, that are going to pull in your customers. So you have to know how to create targeted ads to bring in the kind of audience that you want to buy your clothes. Okay. So I sell mainly on Instagram. So I create ads on Instagram and Facebook, and I also sell on Twitter also, but mainly ads. Ads is if you create ads,
to bring up your customers to you. So like growing your platform. You started without Instagram or Twitter, like you said, and then as the time goes on, you move to Twitter, you move to Instagram, and then you have to do advertisement on this platform for you to get your customers that you need, right? Yes. Okay, interesting. So how profitable is this business? Because I've heard quite a lot about this particular business of thrifting. Yeah. We'll get to the other parts later, but like in terms of profit, how profitable is the business? Yeah,
all business have their ups and down risks, but thrift business is very, very profitable because of you're actually getting stuff for cheaper price and you're selling it. And when you're pricing, thrift pricing is based on what we call like value pricing. You can get a top for, let's say, 200 naira, and you know the worth of the top is more than that 200 naira. The worth of the top can look like, let's say, 5k. Okay. So if you sell that up for 5,000, imagine buying something for 200 naira and selling it for 5,000, and you can get something for 200 naira and the worth of selling it can be 500 naira. So that's it's based on value pricing, but you get enough profits. It's a very profitable business if you have many customers actually.
Okay, so in terms of when you're sourcing, how then do you get to pick? Is it like they just give you like a you go to one store after the other to pick what suits what you want to sell to your customers, or do you like just buy it in bulk and then whatever you see is what you sell?
No. My own, for other people that are into the thrift business, some people buy bale. They buy like bale of tops, they buy bale of trousers, but buying bale can be very, very risky because I've had experiences of people that they will buy bale, and when they open the bale, because of when you buy a bale, it is closed. You have to yes, they just tell you this is what is inside. When you buy it, you might find rags inside. So I prefer personally shopping for them. So that's why I go to the market myself. I have customers in the market, different stands. When they are opening, these market women open their own bale, so you see what they are selling, so you get to pick by yourself. So that's what I do. I personally pick from the market, the stores in the market, and sell to my customers.
Okay, so I know that is not the only thing you do. You also do other things. You have a 9-to-5.
Yes.
So how has it been easy for you combining the thrifting, putting in mind that you have to still go to the market to source all of these things? Before we even go to my question, how long does it take for you to source all of these things?
Well, it takes hours because you have to be patient. You might not, like, I leave on a normal market day. If I'm I leave the house like around 6:30, or let's say 6:20, so that I get to the market around 7 o'clock or 6:45 thereabout, or 7 o'clock. So from 7 o'clock to like 12, I'm in the market.
7 a.m.
Yeah, 7 a.m. to 12, because you have to be selecting, looking at it. You have to be patient. It's not a rushing something. You have to be patient, look at the clothes, or just go to different stores. So I just said yeah, 7 to 12 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's quite a lot of time.
Yes.
So how then do you combine this with other works that you do? Considering that you even have a 9 to 5 that you also do.
Yeah, it's not easy.
But money must be made.
Yes, exactly. So
Okay.
I've been doing this since when I was a student. So
Yeah.
I've already gotten a hang of it. I know how to schedule my time. I know when to go. When I was still schooling, I would set aside time. Okay, this is the time I have to go to the market. Like the market days, I know the market days. I know the time I'll leave and rush back to the office, or I give excuse to my boss that I'll be running late a little bit. Yeah, and my job is a kind of job that like I get some time off, like in the morning, so I can still be free to do some errands in the morning and still do my job.
Piro from Katangwa. All right, great to have you on the show. Go ahead now. Call us back if you can at 09060003352. Go ahead.
Okay, so if you want to create ads, there's actually a person that creates ad online. She's the one that taught me how to. She creates classes, and you pay as little as 3,000 naira to learn how to do this. It's check on Twitter. She's on Twitter, Dami B. When you send her a message, tell her you want to learn how to create ads. She will add you to the group. Then you pay your money. She not only creating ads, they also teach you how to create content. The kind of content you put out for your customers, to attract your customers. So it's not just how to create ads. You have to know how to create content that will draw your customer, and she would help you. Dami B is the person on Twitter.
All right. How has it been in overcoming them? I never felt like giving up.
Yeah, there are some times I feel like, do I think I can do this? Because of some days you go to the market, you buy clothes, nobody will buy it. Yes. And you'll be looking at, are these clothes not beautiful? What's the issue? What am I doing wrong? So it's like that. There are days that are ups and downs. You'll be like, can I still do this? And there are sometimes when you want to advertise your clothes to people. Like I've gone to places and they'll tell you, I don't wear thrift. There's like a stigma attached to thrift, as if you are poor. Only poor people wear thrift. I don't, and they look down on you because of you're selling thrift. So sometimes I feel like maybe I should sell new. Sometimes somebody has once told me, maybe you should be selling new clothes. This thrift something. It's sometimes demoralizing, and apart from that, those are just a few challenges I faced.
Okay, that's quite one. And how have you been able to persevere and sustain the business despite all the obstacles you faced?
Actually, it's the passion. Like I love thrifting. Anytime I want to go to select clothes, it's like I don't know, if I don't go to the market, it's like I don't know.
Something is wrong.
Yeah, I derive joy in looking for clothes because I'm a fashion person. I love selecting clothes, looking at clothes. So thrifting is like treasure hunting because you don't know what you are going to find in the market. Today, like the last time, there was one time I went to the market, I found an original Gucci blazer jacket, and I got it for like I think 500 naira.
Wow.
And I was able to sell it for 4,500 because I pride my business on affordability. Some people would sell that same jacket which cost like hundreds of dollars.
Wait, let's rewind back a little bit. You got that particular jacket for 500 naira and sold it for 4,500 naira. Okay, maybe tomorrow I'm carrying my bag to Katangwa to go buy things to sell. Because that's quite a lot of money. That's like almost more than 200%.
Yeah, so it's the thrill that gets me, the passion. I like, I don't know what I'll find today in the market. So that's what keeps me going. Even though maybe somebody does not buy today, I still feel like I'll go to the market and see better things to buy that will bring customers.
I just want to know, your pricing, does it depend on the way you brand yourself? Or it doesn't matter whether you brand or not, you can still sell it at higher cost?
Actually, my store is I make sure my pricing is very, very affordable.
Okay, that's just you.
That's just me. Because you go online and you see thrift stores that you see 5,000 for a top, and I'm wondering, is this what thrifting is? Thrifting means affordable. Yes. So I make sure the lowest price I sell is 5,000 naira. Yes. That's the lowest price. For a top, I sell like as low as 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. So that's how low I sell my clothes. So I make sure the clothes are affordable because I want everybody to be able to, buy from me. Not just only rich people, also people like me, everyday people, students, and also everybody.
All right, let's go on a short music break. Okay.
Oh, actually, the number one stereotype by Nigerians and mostly everybody always have about thrifting is it's for poor people. It's inferior. When you thrift, when you wear thrifted clothes, it means you are poor or you have you don't have money, and it's not true. Thrifting actually helps the economy, and it also helps the environment because of you are upcycling, you are recycling new clothes instead of buying clothes. You are recycling, and these clothes are in good condition. Why throw them away when you can also wear?
Let's take this very last call before we wrap things up. Hello, good morning. I really appreciate your presence here in the studio. And so for somebody who wants to connect with you online, can you give us your social media handles?
Okay, you can reach out to me on Instagram, OMON_ the Edo Chick.
Okay.
Omo_, or just put Omo the Edo Chick. You'll find me on Instagram. I'm the only Omo the Edo Chick.
Okay. Omo the Edo Chick. The Omo is spelled OMON. Then the Edo Chick all together is where you find out on Instagram. So yes. Social media and you're giving.
Yes.
All right. Connect with her if you have any other questions concerning the thrifting business. All right. I hope you have been able to learn one or two things from her experience.